So guys, let's see here. What is Azure Data Engineering? So guys, what is Azure Data Engineering? So guys, let's start from the basic level, scratch level. What is Azure actually? Azure is nothing but it is the name used by the Microsoft. It is the name used by the Microsoft. It is the name used by the Microsoft. Okay. To market the cloud services. It is the name used by the Microsoft to market the cloud services, guys. Wherein, likewise, you have the more supermarket. Actually, more supermarket. So, more supermarket is owned by whom? By the Birla. Am I right? So, whereas the Birla is marketing their grocery stores. Birla is marketing their grocery stores with a name called More. In the same way, Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services, guys. Wherein, what do you mean by data, guys? What is data? So, when we talk about the data is nothing but, guys, information. Data is nothing but what, guys? It is nothing but the information. Data is nothing but the information. Data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Okay. Data is nothing but what? Information. And then finally we have what's it? Engineering. Guys, what is engineering? Engineering is nothing but, guys, application of techniques. Application of techniques. Application of techniques on the data. Application of techniques on the data, guys. Application of technique on the data. Okay. Application of techniques on the data. Application of techniques. Okay. Application of techniques on the data. Okay. Application of the techniques on the data is nothing but, guys, everyone. Application of the techniques on the data is called as what, guys? Application of techniques on the data is called as what? Engineering. So hence, guys, okay, hence we can say, guys, Azure Data Engineering is nothing but application of techniques on the data by using the Microsoft Azure. By using the Microsoft Azure. So this is all about the Azure Data Engineering. So Azure Data Engineering is about what's that? Application of techniques on the data, guys. Application of techniques on the data. So when we talk about the Azure Data Engineering, it's a bunch of what, guys, everyone? It's a bunch of cloud services. It is a bunch of what is it, guys? Cloud services. Azure Data Engineering is nothing but, guys, it's a bunch of cloud services. It is the bunch of cloud services. Azure Data Engineering is nothing but it's a bunch of cloud services. So guys, what are the cloud services? What is a bunch of cloud services? What are the cloud services we have it? The following are the cloud services. The following are the cloud services we have, guys. What are those? The first one we call it as what? ADF. We call it as what, guys? ADF. The second one we call it as what, guys? ADB. That is called as Azure Databricks. And the third one, what is that you have it, guys? Synapse is another service. And then we have what's that, guys? ML, which stands for what? Machine learning. And then we have what's that, guys? Fabric. Azure Fabric. And then we have the next one called what's that, guys? AI. Azure AI. And also we have this Azure OpenAI is also there, guys. But actually, this OpenAI is from the Jdbc. but we can also use it in Azure. So hence we can say this OpenAI. So these are all the guys, these are all the services. We don't say it as a products, guys. We don't say here it as a products. We say it as what? Services. So these are all the services we have in the Azure data engineering. So when we talk about the Azure data engineering, everyone, what is that we can do it by using these particular services? Basically, guys, we can perform the job of what is it, guys? Data migration. Then we can perform the job of what's it, guys? Data integration. We can also perform the job of data summarization. And also we can perform the job of data visualization. So guys, here we can say, guys, everyone, here we can say, everyone, these are all the, guys, these are all the tasks we can perform it by using the Azure data engineering. So the Azure data engineering can be, okay, the Azure data engineering is used for what? Application of the following. What's it? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization, guys. These are all the services we have it here in the Azure data engineering. So guys, the Azure data engineering includes the following. What's it? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. So these are all the services we have in the Azure data engineering. These are all the services we have it in the Azure data engineering, guys. Okay. So these are all the tasks we can perform by using the Azure data engineering. So now let's understand what are all these, guys, everyone. Yeah, everyone is following. Please respond.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So guys, let's see first of all, what is data migration. So guys, if you understand these four, then you can understand the whole data engineering. The basics of the data engineering, all you can get it here. Just if you understand these four things, okay? So first of all, let's try to understand what is data migration. So forget about the data migration, guys. Tell me now, what do you mean migration? English word you have it as what? Data migration. So what is migration? Migration is nothing but what, guys? Moving from one place to the another place, everyone. Moving from the one place to the another place is called as migration. Suppose right now, today you are in India. Tomorrow you are moving to America. Okay, physically you're moving to America. At the time, it is called as what? Migration. It is called as what, guys? Migration. So you have migrated from India, guys. You have migrated from India, guys. You have migrated from India to the United States of America. For what? What is the purpose of migration, guys? For better life. Am I right? For a better life, you are moving it from India to America. Am I right? So, guys, this is called as what? Data migration. This is called as what? Data migration. So now, guys, the data migration. So now when it comes to this data migration, everyone, yes, guys, in the same way, when you talk about the data migration, suppose here you have it, we all use the mobile phones, guys. And when we use the mobile phones, everyone, whenever we use the mobile phones, everyone, whenever we use the mobile phones, guys, whenever we use the mobile phones, everyone, whenever we use the mobile phones, everyone, so, or whenever you buy the mobile phone, by default, you will get the mobile phone with the default memory. Let us say 100 GB is the memory with 8 GB is the processing speed. That means what? 100 GB is the, guys, 100 GB is a mobile memory wherein you have the processing speed as what, guys? 8 GB is the processing speed. Okay. So that means you can store up to 100 GB. You can store up to what's it, guys? 100 gigabytes memory into a mobile phone, which can be seen by using the processing speed as what? 8 GB. Am I right? Which we can see by using the processing speed called what? 8 GB. That's it. Okay, now, guys. Wherein when you have 100 GB as the mobile storage and 8 GB is the processing speed, that means you cannot store the data more than, you cannot store the data more than 100 GB. Am I right? suppose you have got some 500 GB data to be stored. You got some photos, pictures, something like that. Now, guys, can you tell me, can you store this data in your mobile phone? Can you store this data in your mobile phone where your mobile phone data is 100 GB? Yes, guys, you got some 500 GB data to store now. Okay, you got some 500 GB data to store. Now you have the capacity of your mobile phone as 100 GB. Can you store this 500 GB in your mobile phone, guys? Can you tell me, please, everyone? Yeah?
No, it's not possible.
Not possible. So what is that alternative we have it, guys? Generally, nowadays, we are going it with the Google Drive. Am I right? So what we do generally nowadays, we are going with the Google Drive. But you must be having it out that Google Drive provides only 15 GB. Google Drive provides a 15 GB. So 15 GB is what? 15 GB is free memory. You can store free of cost. Whereas if you want to store even 900 GB or 1 TB or whatever the volume of the data you want, you can store it by paying some cost. Am I right or not? So free drive is provided up to 15 GB, guys. Free drive is provided up to 15 GB only. Free drive is provided up to what's it, guys? 15 GB only. And if you wanted to move, yes, guys, if at all you wanted to move, okay, yeah, if at all you wanted to store more data, then also it's possible. So you can buy whatever the volume. Let us say you bought 900 GB of the data by paying some cost. Now tell me, can you store this 500 GB in your Google Drive? In fact, you can store it now. Am I right? Without any hesitation, you can store it. So guys, you can store the data up to 900 GB. That means 500 GB you can store it. In the same way, the mobile also have the 100 GB data here. Can you move this data as well to the Google Drive? In fact, we can move this 100 GB data, guys. We can move this 100 GB data. Yes, we can also move this 100 GB data, everyone. We can also move this 100 GB data, guys. We can also move this 100 GB data to your Google Drive. Now tell me, what's the total capacity of your drive? Now the capacity is 900, but what is the storage you have it? 600 GB is the total storage you have it. Now, guys, unknowingly what you're doing it, you're moving the data from your physical device to the Google Drive. What is physical device? Physical device is nothing but it is called as what? On-premises. Am I right? Whereas, guys, everyone, whereas Google Drive is nothing but what, guys? It is called as what? Cloud storage. So Google Drive is called as what, guys? Cloud storage. So now you will have two things. What are those? The first one is the on-premises and second one is the cloud storage. So whenever you move the data physically, whenever you move the data physically, from an on-premises devices or from the on-premises storage, whenever you move the data physically from the on-premises devices or the on-premises storage, guys, on-premises storage, whenever you move the data physically from the on-premises devices or storage to the cloud storage, this process we call it as what, guys? This process we call it as what? Data migration. We call it as what, guys? Data migration. We call it as what, guys? Data migration. We call it as what, guys? Data migration. So what is data migration? Data migration is nothing but, guys, data migration. Okay, guys, just data migration. This process is called as what? Data migration. Okay, this is a data migration. It is called as what? Data migration. That's it, guys. Okay, it is called as what? Data migration. Okay, it is called as what? Data migration. Now the next one, guys, what is it you have it? The next one. So what is it, guys? Data integration. So everyone is clear what is data migration, guys? Please respond, everyone. Yeah.
Yes, clear.
So now let us see what is data integration. So what? Now forget about data integration. Just tell me what is integration. Yes, guys, integration. It is just like a collaboration, guys. Integration is just like collaboration. Yeah. Okay, now let's take an example here for the integration. Now, guys, you have a supermarket called Reliance Fresh is there. You have the Reliance Fresh is the supermarket place. Okay, we have the Reliance Fresh is the supermarket. Okay, now guys, Reliance Fresh, what kind of goods are the products sold at the Reliance Fresh? Can you guys tell me? I think you might have been to the Reliance Fresh many times. So tell me now, what type of products it will sell?
Groceries,
Groceries, yes. Groceries. Then vegetables. Am I right? Next one is what? Groceries, vegetables. Nowadays they're selling fruits. Next, what is the next thing they are selling? Nowadays they're selling the footwear also. Am I right? Even they're selling the clothes. So we can say clothing. Now, guys, these are all the products sold by the Reliance Fresh. Can you tell me any one product which is manufactured or cropped or produced by the Reliance Fresh? Everyone, can you tell me one product which is produced, manufactured, okay, which is produced or manufactured, okay, by the Reliance Fresh? Yes, guys. Any one product? Not even a single one. Am I right? Not even a single one. Because actually, the Reliance Fresh is a service. It is a service provider. It is a service provider. That means they take it from the groceries. They take it from, yes, guys, groceries. They will take it from where? From the, okay, farmers. Okay, from the farmers or from the manufacturers, etc. Vegetables, these also they will take it from the farmers. Fruits, okay, these also they will take it from the farmers, etc. Footwear, they take it from the manufacturers. And now can you say clothing, even these they will take it from the manufacturers. Am I right or not? So that means none of the product is produced or manufactured. None of the product is produced or manufactured by the Reliance Fresh, but still it sells the product. How does it sells the products? That means the Reliance Fresh get tie up with all of them. The Reliance Fresh get tie up with all of them, and in their stores, and that is under one roof. When the customer comes in, the customer should go with all his home needs. That is nothing but clothing, footwear, fruits, vegetables, groceries, everything the customer can get it under one roof. So that means the Reliance Fresh has come out with the concept of what's that? Under one roof, the consumer or the customer. The consumer or the customer should buy all the products. Consumer or customer should buy all the products. Okay. Okay, guys. So here you what's it, guys? Under one roof, all this is provided for facilitation of the consumers, for the facilitation of the consumers it is provided. For the facilitation of the consumers, it's provided, right? Okay. For the facilitation of the consumers, they provided it. Okay. For the facilitation of the consumers, they have provided it. Okay. First one. Okay. Okay, guys. For the facilitation of the consumers, it is provided under one roof. For the facilitation of the consumers, it is provided under one roof. That means, can you say here, guys? All these products is manufactured. It is manufactured. Sorry, by some third party, manufactured or produced, manufactured or cropped by third parties. Simply the Reliance Fresh is taking in their store. That is, they are buying it and putting it in the store for the facilitation of consumer. That means the consumer should be able to get all the products of the home needs under one roof. Okay. So this concept is called as what, guys? Integration. Am I right? It is called as what? Integration. And the same thing when it comes to the data. Data means what, guys? Information. Gathering the information under one roof, gathering the information under the one roof or one head is called as what, guys? Data integration. So the data integration is also like the same we have it, guys. Okay. That means various data. Data is in various locations. Data is in various locations. And from those locations, getting the data and putting it under one head, that is called as what, guys? Integration process. So hence, this is called as what? Data integration. Hence, it is called as what, guys? Data integration. So guys, I hope everyone is clear with the data integration as well. Am I right? If not, please let me know so that I can give you some other example as well. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. The next one, guys. Data integration is done. Now, guys, the next very important part of this, that is called as what, guys? Data summarization. What is a data summarization? What is data summarization? Okay, guys, what is data summarization? Okay, what is data summarization? So now, guys, data summarization, it's a very important, part of this, vital part, you can say, in fact, vital part of the whole data engineering activity. But I will explain it to you with the help of an example here. Okay, the same example, I'll take it here. Data summarization. So now, guys, I'm taking the same example of the Reliance Fresh here. Okay, Reliance Fresh, wherein the Reliance Fresh gathered all the products under one head and under the one roof. Okay, guys, for the facilitation of the consumers or customers. Now, guys, the consumer wanted, or you wanted, you are a consumer. Okay, you and me are the consumer. So you wanted to cook a vegetable curry today. Tell me now, you wanted to cook the vegetable curry. So for that, to buy the ingredients required, for cooking the vegetable curry, you have been to the Reliance Fresh. You have been to the Reliance Fresh. For, can you see here, guys? What is that, guys? Everyone. Oh, so what is it? You have it, guys. What is it? We have it. So Reliance Fresh is nothing but, guys, Reliance Fresh is a basically a store where it has multiple products. But as a consumer or as a individual, you wanted to cook a veg curry today. For cooking the veg curry, guys, tell me now, you have been to the Reliance Fresh. Now, tell me how many products you're going to buy it now. Can you see here, guys? Tell me how many products you're going to buy it now. Yes. Are you going to buy the clothing or footwear for preparing the vegetable curry, guys? Everyone? Hello?
No.
No, you're not going to buy, guys. You're not going to buy, everyone. You're not going to buy the clothing and footwear. Not, you're not going to buy this. Am I right? You're not going to buy the clothing, guys. Clothing is not needed for cooking the veg curry, and footwear is also not needed to cook the veg curry, guys. Okay. Now, do you need the fruits to cook the vegetable curry, guys?
No.
Not required,
Not
really.
needed.
Not needed. Do you require the vegetables? Yes. Do you require
Yes.
the vegetables? Yes, you require the vegetable. Am I right? Without the vegetable, how can you prepare the veg curry? Groceries are required. Yes, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, such as oil. Okay, such as oil, cooking oil, etc., needed. So out of all these products, as a consumer and as per the requirement, as per your requirement, you have shortlisted the products. We have shortlisted the products. Can you say this process is a selection of products, guys? Can you say this process as the selection of products, guys? Selection of products. In fact, from the list of all the products available in the supermarket, you have shortlisted only two products. What are those? The first one and the second one. Am I right? The first and the second product we have shortlisted here. Am I right? The first and the second product we have shortlisted here. First and the second product we have shortlisted here. Okay. First and the second product we have shortlisted here. Now, guys, once you have shortlisted them, you bought it, you got them build, you got them home. Now tell me, as soon as you get these vegetables and oil, etc., everything, are you going to consume it in the raw form? Yes, guys. Are you going to consume it in the raw form, or there is some process needed before you eat this?
Process needs to be done. Yeah.
Yes, process is needed. What is the process? Let us see it here, guys. So I can say, guys, you require the process called what's it, guys? First of all, cleaning is needed. Cleaning of vegetables is needed. Cleaning or washing, you can say. Washing is needed. Then cutting, chopping is also needed sometimes. Cutting, chopping. Okay. Cutting, chopping, then cooking. Am I right? So all this process, can you tell me? Cleaning, washing, cutting, chopping, all this process is to change the form of the vegetables from the raw form to the edible format or not? Yes, guys. All this process is for what? Changing the form of the vegetables from the raw form to the edible format. Raw form to the edible format. Am I right? So whereas, can you say, guys, can you say this process as transformation process, guys? Can you say this process as transformation process, guys? In fact, it is a transformation process where we are changing the form of the vegetables from the raw form to the cooked form. From the raw form to the cooked form. Finally, what's the final layer, guys? Once the cooking is done, vegetable curry will be ready. And what you will do, you'll finally eat it. Am I right? You'll finally eat this vegetable curry. Now, guys, in this process, can you tell me what is the things involved here? First of all, selection of vegetables, which we call it as what? Technically, we call it as what, guys? Extraction. Am I right? Now, cleaning, cutting, chopping of the vegetables, all this is comes under what? Changing the form. That means changing the products as per the requirement of the user. Am I right? So in the same way, if you apply it on the data, changing the form of the data as per the requirement of the user, this is called as what? Transformation. It is called as what? Transformation. And finally, we are doing all this for what? Eating now. Vegetable curry, to prepare the vegetable curry and to consume the vegetable curry, you're doing all this process. Here, If you replace it with the data, it is called as what, guys? Loading of the data. Where loading of the data? The loading of the data into the target. Loading of data into the target. Am I right? Guys, loading of data into the target. So guys, this process of, can you see here? This process of extraction, transformation, and loading is called as a process of what, guys? ETL. And usage of this ETL is nothing but comes under the data summarization. It comes under what, guys? Data summarization. So if now the application of the ETL on the data is called as what, guys? The application of ETL on the data is called as what, guys? Transformation. Is called as what? Sorry, is called as what? Data summarization. Data summarization. So guys, this is how we summarize, or this is how we cut short the same. Can you share example? Now guys, what I will do, instead of taking these products as the example, I will take it here as a data, some technical data. I will take it, simple data. Product ID is there, product rate is there, product quantity sold is there, and date of sales is there. Everyone, date of sales is there. Can you see these are the data you have it? This is the data. So now let's say product ID is something like this, rate is 100 rupees, quantity sold is 10 pieces, and date of sales is today's date. What is the today's date? You have it 28 04 2025. Now 20 again 28 04 2025. So guys, I will make it as 28 04 2025. Now guys, the management of the supermarket wanted to know the net sales amount. What is that? Net sales amount. Net to only sales amount, not date wise. Net sales amount they require it. For finding out the net sales amount, guys, what is that they need to do? Tell me now. So we require how many columns here? I will take only 3 columns because product wise net sales I don't want. I want overall net sales. So guys, when I'm pushing up or when I'm pulling up these columns, I'm pulling up only 3 columns here. When I pull up these 3 columns, out of all the columns you have it, this is called as a process of what, guys? Everyone, it is called as a process of what? Extraction. It is called a process of what? Extraction. Now guys, the next process is what? Transformation. Now, how does the transformation is done now? Let's see. The transformation, I will do the direct calculations here. When the product rate is 100 and the quantity sold is 10, 100 into 10 is what, guys? 100 into 10 is what? 1000. When the product rate is 200, when the product rate is 200, everyone, and the quantity sold is 20, so means what is the calculation? 200 into 20 is what, guys? Can we see it as a 4000? Yeah. When the product, yeah, when the product rate is 300, 30 is the quantity sold. What is the thing you have it? Can you say it? 9000?
9,000.
That's it, guys. So this is the calculation you have it. So now totally, what's the total amount? 14,000. So what I will do is, finally transformation is done. Now guys, I will load the data. I will load the data into the target system. Loading of the data, guys. So how is the loading process taking place? Can you say? I can say directly. I'll write the columns needed in the target. I'm writing it. Net sales amount and date of sales. DOS stands for what? Date of sales. So guys, I can say directly here 14,000 and date of sales is what? 28/04/2025. Now this is how we can find it out. Yep, net details. Now can you see here, guys? If you want the details of this, you can go and check in the source. You will have all the source detailed entry will be there. But in the target, you have what? Summarized entries. Am I right, everyone? Summarized entries are also here. That's it, guys. So this process, what we have done it is called as a process of what, guys? This process, what we have done it is called as what? Data summarization. Now everyone is clear with the data summarization, guys? Please respond. I want a response from all of you guys, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it, guys. So here you have what's the data summarization. Now the final layer, the very final layer, guys, the very final layer of the data engineering activity, that is called as what? Data visualization. Now, what is data visualization? Let's see here. What do you mean visual, guys? What do you mean visual? Yeah.
Graph, kind
Normally seeing the same. Am I right? Visualizing is visual is nothing but what? Seeing it. How is the vision? We say vision, na? Vision means what? Visibility. Am I right? The same thing. Visualization is nothing but based on the visibility, it is developed more. Visualization. So to see the data in a various forms. Okay, various forms. So guys, we require the process of data visualization, where the data visualization process includes data analysis plus, not plus, data analysis, comma, data science. Data analysis plus data science. Data analysis plus data science. Okay, guys. Data analysis plus data science. Data analysis plus data science. Data analysis, comma, data science comes under the data visualization. Now, guys, everyone. Now here you have a 1 day data is there now. I will make it 2 days data. How many days? 2 days data. I will make it. I will make it 2 days data. Okay, guys, I'll make it 2 days data. Now, guys, instead of this one, I'll make it as 10K. Instead of 28, I'll make it as 27. Now, guys, 28 and 27. So now, guys, directly I'll put the calculation here rather than calculating again manually everything. Okay, 4,000 plus 7,000. Am I right? Yeah, everyone. Am I right? The calculation is right. Simply see, 1,000, 100 into 10 is 1,000. 220 is 4,000. Okay, 4,000. That means 5,000. You have it 5,000. Okay, so I can say, guys, again, 300 into 10 is what? 3,000 now. So 5,000 plus 3,000 is what, everyone? 8,000. Am I right? 8,000. So directly I'll put it here. $8,000. 27th day of 04 2025. Now tell me, which day sales is more, guys? Can you tell me which day sales is more? Whether the 27th day or 28th day?
28.
28th day sales is more. Am I right? 28th day sales is more. So now what I will do is I will put all of them. All the rows I'll put it here.
That's it, guys. Now, the next one. Likewise, what I will do is, guys, likewise, you have some, only two rows are there. You can see it manually and say, only, what is that you have it, guys? Only the 27th day sales is more, the 28th day sales is more than the 27th day. That is fine. If this is the data, very huge data is there. Likewise, date wise, day wise is there. What is that you have it? Let us say 28, 27, 26th, 25th, 24th, 23rd, 22nd, 21st, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Am I right? The day-wise data is there. Likewise, very huge data. Some 10 years data is there like this. Can you do it manually, or can you say it manually? Which day sales is more now? Now, can you say which day sales is more? Manually, yes, guys? Not possible to evaluate it. Am I right? When you have very massive, huge amount of data, you can't say it manually. So whereas to rule out the difference or to find it out which day sales is more, comparatively which day sales is more, guys, what is that we do? We perform the process here. We perform the process. That process we call it as what, guys? This process we call it as what, guys, everyone? This process is called as what? Data analysis. It is called as the process of what, guys? Data analysis. It is called as what? Data analysis. It is called as what? Data analysis. Ruling out the difference between the multiple entries is called as what? Data analysis. And what do you mean by data science, guys? Now, how many days data is there? 28, up to 28, 4 is there now. Now, I will say a question mark. What would be the sales on 30th, 04, 2025? What would be the sales on 29th, 04, 2025? Now tell me, is this future for us or present? Is this future or present for you?
Future.
Future.
Future. So now, guys, prediction of the future. You have to perform the process of called what? Prediction of future. That is called as what? Predicting. You can just anticipate the future, but you can't say exactly how it is going to happen. Am I right? Okay, it is called as what? Prediction. Prediction of, okay, guys, prediction of future. That is called as what, guys? Predictive analysis. We use what's that, guys? Predictive analysis. So all this predictive analysis is done by using the data science. Is done by using what's that, guys? Done by using the data science. And now technically this job is done by the data scientist. And technically this job is done by the analyst. That's it. So guys, they are the two different type of things you have it in the data visualization process as well. That is called as what? Data science and data analysis. This is done by data scientist and this is done by data analyst. Okay, guys. So this is how the entire process, and reporting the same. Can you say this is normally I'm presenting it in the raw form. If you want in visualized format, that is called as what? Some graphical format, that also you can produce it and you do it. So all this process comes under the one roof of data engineering activities. So hence, from the picking up the data till reporting the data to take a decision, the whole process is a part of what? Data engineering. So we can say the data engineering is a complete end-to-end activity which is used to collect, which starts from the collection of data till the part of reporting of the data. That's it. All this helps under the decision-making process for the improvement of the business. That's it. So as a data engineer, guys, we are going to work in all the roles. Previously, we used to have what, guys? Previously, we used to work on what? some part of data integration and data summarization. Some people used to work on the data visualization. Okay. So different team used to work on the migration process as well. Now everything has been combined, clubbed, and working here as a one team. So that is called as what? The job of the data engineer. So now guys, the three different jobs are gathered under one platform by using the Azure data engineering guys. Okay. So instead of hiring three resources, the company will hire only one person who can be a data engineer, who can do all these tasks. That is the purpose of all this guys. That's it. Okay. So as a part of this course, we are going to see this one guys, the Azure data engineering. And under this, we are going to see the following services guys. We are going to see the difference between OpenAI and Azure AI. OpenAI is from the ChatGPT. So what's the difference here between the ChatGPT and AI? We are going to see the comparative difference. And Fabric also, we will see it on the application part, how do we implement it. Okay. And Synapse, okay, Synapse, that is the data warehouse of Azure, we are going to see it. And the major application, we have the ADB and the ADF. And ADB, we are going to see it on a language. That language is called as what guys? PySpark. We are going to see the Databricks on what's that guys? PySpark. Databricks, we are going to see it on the PySpark. Databricks, we are going to see it on the PySpark guys. PySpark. PySpark is nothing but what? Combination of Python plus a Spark together is called as PySpark. So as a core, as a part of this course guys, the machine learning, we don't see it here. Okay. But we are going to see all of them. What is that? ADF, ADB, Synapse, Fabric, the difference of AI plus OpenAI as a part of this course. So the course is duration is 100 days. Okay, guys. So that's it. And now you have the timings of 10 a.m. right now. So tomorrow also the same time, we will continue the practical sessions tomorrow, guys. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to see the basic part of the practicals, how we are going to move it on the data engineering. So here, when it comes to the requirement, guys, the market is very good right now for the data engineering. Okay. And you need not have any technical knowledge as well. Okay. Because all this is very less amount of, very zero amount of coding you will have it here. So how to mobilize this, all this I'll tell you when we just get into the subject and all. See, I have around 10 years of experience in this IT, and the 5 years, since 5 years, I'm working on the data engineering and as well as the Azure. Okay. So that is on the cloud technology. So that's it, guys, from my end. Now you can go ahead and tell me if you have any doubts, please, you can go ahead and ask me. And if you want, guys, some sample videos more, okay, there is one my YouTube channel, my personal channel. You can just see it there. So you can have it at the cloud innovatives. This is my YouTube channel, guys. You can see this. Okay, you will get the more findings and videos on this. And apart from this, guys, this is my personal number as well. If you want, you can contact me. That's it, guys. Okay. This is my number as well. So if you require anyone, can just contact me. That's it, guys. So please tell me now. Any questions?
So
basically you have
assignments, right?
Yeah. Do you have a subscription? You have to take it. I'll show you how to take the subscription. It is just like, you know, right now you don't have, after the cloud is introduced, you will not have anything where you install the softwares and all these things. Everything is in the cloud. You need to take the subscription. Like you take for the Amazon Prime, Netflix, you take the subscription. No? The same subscription you have to take it. Either you can go with a free subscription or else you can also go with a paid subscription as well. Okay.
Okay. And after each module or each tool, there will be a separate doubt session and assignment session.
Yeah. Now every module, every topic or everything we are going to see as a case study only.
prerequisites for this course?
Pardon, ma?
Any prerequisites for this course?
Yeah, you require Python and SQL is needed, but that is Python means PySpark and SQL. That I will take it as a part of the session only.
I have
Little-
SQL knowledge, so do I need
Pardon,
to
ma?
learn? Hello?
Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, I have SQL knowledge, so do I need to go through this
No,
Python?
no, no,
Going
not
to
really. You can cope up very easily. That's not an issue for this.
Basic SQL knowledge is fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That anyways, you will have to improvise while doing it on the things.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, is there any experience needed for the calls?
Experience is obviously, if you want to code for a great package, you will have to put up experience. You can put up the experience as well. Okay. And if you put the experience, this is more than enough what we are going to see to justify your experience as well. Okay.
Okay.
That's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. So we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. You will have the session. There will be no change in the time right now. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.